Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard-earned weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on 3CR Radio, 8:55 on the AM dial, every Sunday morning, 9:30. But we're not live today, but we were last week, Camp. A lot of good feedback about the live show.
Yep, a lot of great feedback.
Well done, Camp. You've been in 2 seconds, you've wrecked the joint.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Mate, yeah, so obviously been a big week this week.
It's been a big week. You know, the grand final was pretty ordinary.
I thought the live show went well.
The live show went well.
Dustin Warrenoff was good.
We have a few complaints, but that's all right. We love complaints.
I do. I think we're in front of North Melbourne now because we've got a coach.
Yeah, well, apparently we're not allowed to talk about that. There's been a complaint about too much Essendon talk from a bloke called Bobby Mates. Now, I suggest to Bobby, if he's going to complain about us talking about the Bombers, you get your stripping act in line when you're at the funerals, mate, because it was pretty ordinary last time. So
yeah, he was a bit upset. I saw him.
Was he?
He was.
Well, let's start talking about it because we've got a new coach.
Oh, and I've got to admit, I picked it a fair way out.
You did, but you haven't got your bet paid out.
Sportsbet won't pay out. I got it on $15. I did all right on that. So.
Yeah, the Bombers have just appointed Brad Scott for 4 years, so that's another thing out the way. See what he can do.
Oh, hopefully it's all up. You can't go any further down.
Well, that's right. You can only improve, can't you?
So,
all right. And what else we got, mate? What's happened this week? What we got?
Oh, obviously we had the branch meeting, which was a good roll-up.
Yeah, you were there. Give a report on that, mate.
I'll give you a little report. I've probably forgotten half of it, but
yeah, that's all right.
We had the workers from Kniff down there. A lot of them come from the picket. It was pretty good. So, you know, they're still in a struggle for their new EBA, which they're fighting. They're going pretty hard on that as well. They've been locked out now, so we'll probably get one of them on the phone again next week. So we gave a report about that. Obviously, a report about we've started a bit of early talks already on the EBA. Both sides are starting to get together. Obviously, there's a bit of debate going on within the employee group about the 5-day working week. There's been floating about a 5-day working week, so that means you don't do Saturdays, so and you still retain your RDO. So that's going on at the moment. We're talking about doing a trial on that on a couple of jobs and see how it plays out. Obviously, yeah, Christian Kane gave a report. We've got a fair bit of stuff coming up. Like we've got a national conference, so that's all the parts of the CFMEU, and that's on the 23rd and 24th. So there'll be international speakers. We want as many rank and file to get there as possible. You know what I mean? And hopefully have them, go through what we're going to go and where we're heading as a union. So, and obviously we spoke about the upcoming election. We've got to try and keep the work going what we've got at the moment.
And they're shutting down the power station down on your lawn 10 years earlier, apparently.
Oh, are they? I didn't know that.
So that was announced last night in the news. So, and geez, there's going to be a lot of jobs have to be found to replace all those jobs down there. So they talked about wind farms, down there in the mountains and out at sea and all that type of thing. But
it's we're moving a bit too late. The government should have been federal and state should have put stuff in like a just transition to jobs. You know what I mean? We were waiting until the end of it, and then we're going, "Where's the jobs?" Well,
they got should have started. They got 10 years.
Yeah, you still got to be putting stuff in, like the coal mines. They should be taxing them harder and putting a fund together so those jobs can transition to clean jobs. You know what I mean? Instead of just falling off a cliff.
All right, and it was unfortunately we couldn't let you know about Lip's funeral because it was actually yesterday. So. Lip's funeral was up at Bendigo. It was a great send-off. I think there's about 150 people up there. It was one of those funerals that wasn't, not a real sad one. It was a good one. It was all positive because Lips was a pretty happy bloke and he's a very family-orientated bloke with his kids, his grandkids and all that. So it was a good send-off and it was good to catch up a few of the old riggers up there, the blokes we used to work together and... the Simo and Fitzy and Maxi boy and a few of the other boys. It was great. There's also, I have to give a special shout out to Murphy from Adrea, the shop steward. He's been on the radio here before. He ran that page, what do you call it? The GoFundMe page. He organised that. And he did a few other things and the Irish boys at Adrea decided to have the day off, tools down, in respect for one of the fallen brothers. So that was fantastic. So a special shout out to Murphy and Adrea boys. It's a great respect to see people do that. We used to do that in the old days, but obviously things have changed, unfortunately, not always for the best. But yeah, so it was a good send-off and people have travelled all the way up to Bendigo to give them a send-off. So look, unfortunately, you can't stay for the wait because, that's a long way back if you had just a quick 20 or 30 pots. So, but anyway, so yeah, but we'll catch up with all the boys soon, later on and have a beer on Lipsy poos, as we call them. Also, what else we got, mate? We've just about cleared up the whole lot in one foul blow, mate. Jeez, what are we doing?
Obviously, we've got the picnic coming up, so we can talk about the picnic.
Yes.
That's on the 5th or the 12th, so the picnic, get there. Your ticket will be sent out in the mail, because obviously that was a part of the last EBA negotiation.
Inklink going to send it out? Yeah.
Inklink going to send it out, so if you're at ETU, a plumber's member or a CFMEU member, you get your ticket sent out. The ETU still got to buy one, because obviously they're renegotiating their agreement at the moment, so... You'll get your ticket sent out, bring your family and all that, and it's a great day.
Obviously, you have to be financial to get a ticket, which brings us to the next point. Friday, the 30th of September is the last day, so...
Get your new ticket.
You better get online if you haven't paid it. Start Tuesday, there'll be a ticket check, so make sure you're paid up and proud, financial.
And there's no excuse now. COVID's done and dusted, We've got to start moving on. Our numbers are back to normal, so everyone's getting paid. We're quite busy in the industry at the moment, and which is good. There's
a lot of work. Yep,
a lot of work. There's still skill, they're saying there's a shortage of tradies, so there's a lot of people, new entrants in the industry. So get in, get your ticket, best ticket in town. It's 96% tax deductibles.
96%.
That's what they said at the branch meeting. So don't worry if it's wrong. Blame
them.
Blame Rabbit.
Yeah.
So the picnic on the 5th, and they're also just the retired members lunch too. That's coming up on the 17th for the 11th. Retired members lunch.
17th of 11th. Yeah, they reckon that's the best turn of all times for the retired members. They rave about it. They said
Warren loves it, doesn't he?
Well, I don't know about Warren, but I know a few of the other blokes, Wilco and a few of the other old campaigners. He comes all the way down from, where is it? Barnsdale. Catches a train down and catches a train back. Jeez, that'd be a nice old trip, I'll tell you.
Well, beyond the Blake stump there, aren't you? Really? Bloody. The other one is...
I'll tell you what, he'd end up in New South Wales. Wilco, free beer, he'd be gutting him into him.
I'll tell you what...
He'd miss his train stop for sure.
They might be old and a bit retired, but I'll tell you what, they still knock the top off the frothies. You look at the bins down the bottom after it, they're full.
Especially when they're for nothing.
Especially
and the old dunnies get worn out. All the prostate problems, you might as well have a queue, There's queues for them.
I'm glad I'm not the Peggy on that day. So, yeah, obviously get in the retired members' lunch if you're a retired member.
Yeah, it's a fantastic day. Honestly, they all rave about that. So, yeah, man, if you don't get in there.
Yeah, so, yeah, it was... it's one of the big calendar days on our clock now, so get in for it.
Yeah. And obviously, with the branch meeting, you said there's a good turn up on Wednesday night and all that. And a lot of the old blokes get along to that too.
A lot of the old blokes, young blokes. There's actually, I think the branch meetings every time, they seem to be getting bigger, you know what I mean, which is good. It's a sign of a good, healthy union when you're getting people roll up like that, especially out of their own time. You know, you look at that, the Couriers in construction, the young activists.
Young activists are fantastic.
Mate, the numbers are, growing. So
I think we can clearly say we're well on truly past the bloody COVID, aren't we? I mean, we never hear the word again, but I mean...
and how good is it just, like, you took, like, all the stuff you did take for granted over COVID, you know what I mean? Like, branch meetings, just communicating in general, like, having big toolbox meetings, like, before, you couldn't do it, it's hard to do.
As long as we don't forget how hard it was while we had COVID, because we've got a bad habit of forgetting all that, and... hard yards. Well, I was Skinny's carer. How hard was that?
How is Skinny?
Skinny's all right. He's only happy when he's unhappy, Skinny, you know that. But he's battling along all right. All right, I'll tell you what we might do. We might go to a track a bit early this morning. What do you reckon? Now, what have you got? The musical director. There's been a bit of pressure on you after the Spice Girls. There's been a
few critics on the Spice Girls. And,
can't believe that.
And I told you it wasn't me. It was...
You blame me.
It was a request. Like,
yeah.
Do I say that word right? But
request.
Request. So, obviously...
who was blowing about the Spice Girls, mate?
Well, there's a few. Liam down the training centre wasn't happy about it, I know that.
Liam. Well, did he give you an alternative?
Yeah, he didn't. I tell you who wasn't happy? Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
Bruce was not happy.
We're getting Bruce on soon.
Yeah, for sure.
He's made some of the best speeches I've ever heard. I remember once he got up at the branch meeting and said, I've had enough. Oh, fuck it, and sat back down again, you know. So, but he's a terrific bloke, Bruce.
He's a great soldier,
we love him. We love him dearly. He's a soul of the earth and battles on for the workers at OCC, is it?
Yeah.
OCC. And good on you, Bruce. We won't have a bit of a laugh with you, mate.
So we're going with Coolio. I'll see you when I get there. Coolio was a rapper. You might have heard the song Gangsta Paradise. He passed away.
Fell off the perch.
Passed away during the week.
I see places and faces and things you ain't never thought about thinking. If you ain't peeped, then you must be drinking and smoking, pretending that you're looking, but you're broken. Let me get you open. Now little Timmy got his diploma and little Jimmy got life. And Tamika around the corner just took her first hit off the pipe. The other homie shot the other homie and ran off with his money. And when the other homies heard about it, they thought that it was funny. But who's the dummy? Cause now you done lost the hustler. A down-ass brother done been replaced by a buster. And though I got love for you, I know I can't trust you. Cause my crew is rolling Hummers and your crew is rolling Dusters. And just because of that, you act like you don't like a brother no more. I guess that's just the way it go. I ain't trying to preach. I believe I can reach, but your mind ain't prepared. I see you when you get there.
I'll see you when you get there. If you ever get there. See you when you get there. I'll see you when you get there. If you ever get there. See you when you get there.
More temptation and faith, I guess we living for the day. I seen a man get swept off his feet by a boy with an AK. The situation so twisted, everybody getting lifted. I'm just trying to take care of my kids and handle my business. Cause it's way too serious, so you gotta pay close attention. So you don't get caught slipping when they come to do all the getting. Life is a big game, so you gotta play it with a big heart. Some of us gotta run a little faster, cause we gotta lay the start. But I'll be a fool to surrender when I know I can be a contender. If everybody's a sinner, then everybody can be a winner. No matter your rag color, deep down we all brothers. And regardless of the time, somebody up there still love us. I'm a scuffle and struggle until I'm breathless and weak. I done strive my whole life to make it to the mountain peak. Always keep reaching, sure to grab on to something. I'll be there when you get there, waiting with the sounds bumping.
I'll see you when you get there. If you ever get there. See you when you get there. I'll see you when you
straight and narrow. We got one bush to give and one life to live. Stand up for something to lay down in the game. Listen to the song that we sing. It's up to you to make it be. I guess I'll see you when you see me.
Well, he made it past 24. Remember that song, Gangster's Paradise? I don't think I'll live to see 24. Well, he made it, at 59?
59 he was.
Bloody good run for a gangster.
What did he get shot or how did he fall off the perch?
I think he just had a hearty or a bit of a turn. Or...
He had 10 kids.
Well, that's fair go, isn't it?
Jesus, give that a go. I'll run. I'll believe, eh?
But he was. I didn't realise how popular his music was. Like, he was like number one.
But he only had one hit, didn't he?
Well, that was another song of his was a hit, but his number one hit's Gangster's Paradise.
We'll be the judge of that.
I normally used to get drunk and pretend I'd sing it like I was a homie, but...
Come on, you're the bloke that played Spice Girls, mate. We're starting to doubt you.
I took a request, and it has gone a little bit pear-shaped on me. Like, I can't be blamed for the feedback of people's choices.
That's right, but we're always with you until it turns to tears, then we jump off, you know the rules.
Well, maybe you can pick the music next week.
Okay, no problems.
I'll take your role.
Yeah, give me a pick for 8 Mile, mate.
Yeah, well, might not get it next week. You can have one.
Anyway, so look, the other issue we got in the industry too, we were talking about before, was trying to look after the older members. The blokes have done the hard yards. We've spoken about this on numerous occasions, but we're still going to keep bringing it up, keeping it fresh in people's minds. The old blokes have done all the hard yards, been on all the picket lines, got what we've got today. All the RDO, the 36 and all the conditions, and now probably being concreters or scaffolders or steel fixers or riggers or whatever, probably at 50 years and over, probably can't do those jobs anymore. So we trying to push them in the peggy jobs and gatemen and stop go, but it's getting harder and harder because people are loading those jobs up with 18-year-old boys and 18-year-old girls and all that sort of stuff that haven't done a hard day's work in their life. So we need to keep an eye on all that because I think before you get in those jobs, you've got to do a few hard yards like these old blokes have. And
that's part of the conversation too with the new EBA. Now they got rid of the building code and prohibited content. We can start putting clauses back in the agreement to protect our senior members.
Well, I think we put that in and it got thrown out, but for the old blokes.
Yeah, but you couldn't put it in because of the building code.
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
we did, and they threw it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we are, in the new EBA, we'll be doing that. Obviously, we'll be also putting back in there apprentice ratios. We need to get more apprentices on the job. The industry keeps saying there's a skill shortage, but, it's only one that the government and the industry created. It wasn't us. We used to have an answer with ratios for apprentices and all that in the agreement. And
the fact is, they don't like paying and training them up. This is the whole problem. And then they're the first to complain when they're running out of tradespeople. But they've done nothing about training. The only people that's got a proper course is us. We've got the carpenters. They do a pre-app down at the training unit, and it's fantastic. Some of the kids that have kicked on from there. Yeah, it's been one of the most successful things they've done. And the other thing is too, when you get training, get proper training. Don't go to these shitbox outfits, Wheaties tickets. Go to their training and get properly trained because we're finding that's a problem. And one maybe we'll put that in the agreement. We won't recognise all these tickets.
We can put all these clauses back in the agreement, which we haven't had for years. But they're not going to come. They're not going to come easy. The employers aren't just going to give it to us. We're going to have a.
No, we'll have a blue. Hopefully.
Have a blue. The other thing is too, talking about the training centre. I know they've gone online too to book in for courses. So when you go online. Or you can ring up if you not computer savvy. You can ring up, but if you go online, it actually says what course and what date's available. So you just click on the button and you book yourself in. And it is like the Gorilla said, it is one of the best training centres. It's the best training centre I've ever seen. It's the best in the country, in my view,
by a mile. And the other thing is, you've got to understand these wheat mix courses and all that. You get them in 5 minutes. That's fine. But we had a case during the week where a bloke's been working for 4 years without a ticket because it ran out. He didn't know. But with the CFMEU training unit, they send you out times with refresher courses when you can have the refresher, first aid, and some of the other tickets, and then send you a reminder when your ticket's running out so you can get it redone. So there's all those type of things that happen through the CFMEU, but don't happen to these other shitbox joints. So I'd be seriously looking to make sure you get all your training done through the CFMEU.
And the other thing is too, you might be able to get a quicker ticket through a shitbox joint, but they actually when they give you a ticket down there, you actually have the skill set to do what the ticket bloody requires. You know what I mean? And that's what you need. No point. Like I remember the casing. It was actually in Gladstone in Queensland. Went on a job. They didn't have a relief driver they didn't have a hoist driver, and the crane driver was actually a hoist driver. So he come down, and they had a crew. One of the blokes in the crew had a crane ticket, so he went up, but he'd actually never driven the crane in his life. He got on grabbed the toggles at the first part, and pulled a load over a roof. You know what I mean? Never driven a crane in his life, and got a ticket for a tower crane, and was trying to operate a tower crane.
There's plenty of stories like that, Campo, I'll tell you.
Which is a shame.
And it's just all these people getting these tickets.
Rubber tickets.
And they're making a fortune, these trainer mobs like that, just virtually handing out tickets. So it's something we're going to clamp down on. So, if you're looking to get any tickets, the only ticket you want through the CFMEU. They've got all the training facilities, everything. There's not a ticket I don't think you can get there. You don't even get the gold card down there now.
And on that too, if you've got a young grandson or a niece or a nephew or a son or a daughter, get them in. They book them in to go down and do their pre-up apprenticeship. We're always
carpentry, yeah.
We're looking for members. We like training our own up. So get them in, get them started. At least they get some experience.
I know at least 8 or 10 people I've put through. I've got jobs there or pre-apps. And they've been that successful, and half of them are women. They're unbelievable how the women are probably going better than the blokes with the carpentry and all the other stuff. And it's fantastic to see women getting proper tickets and being part of the construction industry, not just holding the stop-go sign or cleaning the amenities, So it's fantastic to see. But we want to get the women real jobs, not just, shit jobs,
And if you are an employer, also, mate, ring up the training centre because we do have pre-up apprenticeship people that are ready to go.
If you're looking for some, yeah, exactly.
And they're normally sought after, so you have to get in pretty quick because they're handy when they finish.
Yeah, Liam Ahern's the bloke to talk to. He runs that course, does a great job. Liam's been there for years.
Whinges about the Spice Girls, though.
Oh, he whinged about the Spice Girls, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's fair judge.
Stop right now. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, come on, mate. You'll get over it.
We all need a bit of a spice in our life, don't we?
Well, apparently. How's your spice going?
Oh, not too bad.
All right. So, look, I think we've done the training to death. And look, we will have a few guests on next week. We're looking at, might get someone from the training unit.
Well, yeah.
Or someone from the picket line, or we might, whatever. But anyway, we'll have a few guests on. But I think that's about it for this week. Have you got anything before
obviously, when we were talking about the agreement, obviously, I dare say the survey will be going out. I don't know when it'll be going out about what we want and all that sort of stuff. So it's important you actually take the time to fill that survey out because it is your EBA.
And they do look at it. They go by it. They do use it.
Nothing better than saying when we're negotiating with employees, well, 90% of our members say they want that.
It's not like the Essendon Footy Club one. When I got halfway through it and they said and asked me how much I earn, I thought, geez, that's a bit rough.
I've written a few. I didn't actually get the survey, so I don't know what's going on.
You probably didn't pay your membership, no.
No, I did send them a few dirty emails. I used, had a few beers and
you could fill Big T's in because he got one. He's in the mosquito squad.
Don't talk about him.
Oh no, don't talk about him. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, don't talk about the Bombers. All right, it's I suppose we'll go at the same own way. No, hang on.
Scalllywages.
Scalllywages.
You've jumped the whole segment.
How am I going?
Bloody hell, Warren.
Get
Warren back.
Now we're running late. Scallywags, who we got? We've got Kniff and Borrell. We've given a report on them, so that's
a walk-up start.
Pace, safety, very ordinary. Go
on our social media, see the clips Paulie and the team have been doing.
VCon,
mate,
same stuff,
old.
Same old.
Hasn't changed the spots.
Righto, and Suki Lala. Well. We've got Rhett. Oh, Rhett.
What's he done?
Mate, he was down there pointing out down the picket line. Look at those. That must be Longing's job over there. You know, no cranes on the flag on the cranes. Have a close look, mate. You knucklehead.
Ooh. If it's not in your hoarding, don't worry about it, mate.
That's exactly right, mate. He's going to learn the hard way. I think we'll leave him cleaning the toilets for a couple more months before we get him out again.
Put him in the naughty corner.
And Bobby, mates, please, Bobby, come on, mate.
You can't sook about the Bombers.
Come on, mate.
You can do that when you get your own radio show.
Exactly. That's what I said to the boss once. Well, when you get your own radio show, you can hang on us. So, Scallywag of the week, I think, what do you think, mate? I'm giving it the pace.
Pace.
Up and running. Shane Wilkinson, we'll whack him in, and Suki Lala, Ret.
Oh, I'll let you have it. Sorry, Redder, but, you know, it is what it is.
You lagged him in, mate. Don't start backing off. And we'll make Rex Suki Lala. All right, another week gone. Let's go at the same old way. Dare to struggle.
Dare to win.
If you don't fight,
you lose.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang and the musical director. What are we going out with?
Why can't we be friends for a certain politician?
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.